In 1999, Jake Adelstein, an aspiring American journalist, joins Japan's largest newspaper, Micho Shimbun, despite not answering all the entrance test questions. He's assigned to the police press department under Emi Murayama. His first assignment involves investigating the murder of Mr. Aoki. While probing Aoki's debt to a dubious company, Jake's told to stick to the police report. At a nightclub with Detective Miyamoto, Jake meets Samantha, an American hostess, and brushes shoulders with Yakuza members. He goes with Miyamoto to Kabukicho to report on an incident and witnesses a man's self-immolation. Despite his editor's dismissal, Jake is haunted by the incident and its possible connection to Aoki's case. Jake struggles to find a compelling story to secure his job while investigating the deaths of the indebted men. Meanwhile, Samantha plans to open her own nightclub but faces obstacles. The Chihara Kai's protection racket is threatened by a rival gang, but their leader opts for caution to avoid police scrutiny. When Jake captures photos of a gang altercation, he's warned by Katagiri to stay silent. However, Jake persists, pushing for a potential scoop. Jake visits Katagiri's home, where the detective reveals the escalating tension between Tokyo's Tozawa and Chihara Kai gangs, which the police are trying to contain to prevent an all-out gang war. Katagiri invites Jake to witness the arrest of Tozawa's gang members, boosting Jake's reputation in the office after his story is published. He seeks Katagiri's help, and they both suspect a connection between the loan company and the suspicious deaths. Jake receives a file from Aoki's wife, indicating her intention to sue the loan company before Aoki's murder. Armed with new leads, Jake is abducted by members of the Chihara Kai clan before he can act on the information. Jake finds himself in a precarious position when he is brought before Hitoshi Ishida, the leader of the Chihara Kai clan. Surprisingly, Ishida asks Jake to uncover the identity of the informant within his own clan, who is spreading rumors about his collaboration with the police. Upon his return, Maruyama leads Jake to investigate a potential connection between the loan company and a woman's suicide in Makia. However, their efforts lead to another dead end. Meanwhile, Sato, disillusioned with the Yakuza lifestyle, takes Jake on a night out clubbing and introduces him to the world of women and extravagance. Their evening takes an unexpected turn when they encounter Tozawa at an upscale restaurant. Despite Sato's warnings, Jake openly identifies Tozawa, further entangling himself in the dangerous world of the Yakuza. In the midst of Jake's dealings with the Yakuza, Samantha's plans to open her own club face obstacles. Matsuo, one of Samantha's clients, reveals that he is pursuing her for money she stole in the past. Additionally, one of the hostesses at the Onyx Club has divulged Samantha's plans for her own club to Duke, the club's owner, leading to further complications for Samantha's aspirations. Samantha confides in Polina about her past as a Mormon missionary in Japan and her decision to steal $40,000 when she left the organization. Meanwhile, Katagiri provides Jake with the name of the mole within the Chihara Kai clan who was working for Tozawa. Despite Katagiri's warning to refuse any favors, Ishida urges Jake to investigate individuals who refuse to lend money to those in desperate need. Jake's investigation leads him to Sujita, the manager of Suzuno Company, who admits to directing people to loan sharks. However, Jake later discovers Sujita dead, with a note taking full responsibility for his actions and absolving Tozawa of any involvement. When Ishida exposes Kume as the mole working for Tozawa, he orders Sato to kill him. Unable to carry out the order, Kumi chooses to end his own life by jumping from the top of a building. Sato, grappling with conflicting loyalties, confronts Samantha about her defiance but ultimately spends the night with her, questioning the choices he has made. Meanwhile, Samantha's attempts to resolve her financial obligations to Matsuo backfire when he asserts his control over her. As tensions between the rival Yakuza factions reach a boiling point, Chihara Kai headquarters come under attack from Tozawa's assassins. Sato rushes to Ishida's aid, and together they fend off the attackers, with Ishida sustaining serious injuries in the process. As Jake delves deeper into the intricacies of the Yakuza underworld, he tracks down Yukai Haruki, a meth user and writer known for publishing articles about Tozawa in Yakuza fan magazines. Although Haruki provides some information, Jake's lead on Tozawa's girlfriend, Misaki, proves unfruitful as she remains uncooperative. Meanwhile, tensions between Tozawa and the Chihara Kai clan escalate, leading to a meeting of the Tokyo Yakuza Council convened by Chairman Nakahara in an attempt to resolve the conflict. Nakahara forces Tozawa to pay compensation and offer a humble apology, but it is later revealed that Nakahara has been secretly sponsoring Tozawa against the Chihara Kai. Samantha continues to face pressure from Matsuo, who reveals that her father hired him to track her down. In an attempt to help Samantha, Sato tries to intimidate Matsuo, but the situation spirals out of control, resulting in Matsuo's death at Sato's hands. Meanwhile, Jake receives information about a shipment of Tozawa's drugs arriving by air and decides to inform the police. However, Katagiri refuses to act on the tip-off, prompting Jake to take matters into his own hands by approaching Miyamoto. Together, they lead a police raid on the suspect airplane, only to find nothing. Jake faces the consequences of his actions as Emmy and the editor force him to write a story criticizing police incompetence, further damaging his reputation and revealing his status as a rookie in the information business. Amidst the chaos, Miyamoto reveals to Tozawa how he protected the hidden drug shipment during the raid and implicates Jake Adelstein as the one who provided the tip-off, deepening the complexities of the situation for all involved. Katagiri's suspicions about Miyamoto's allegiance intensify following the discovery of the mechanic's body. He convinces his boss to set a trap to gather evidence, deepening the rift between the two detectives. Emmy, attending a police briefing, senses that there is more to the story behind Miyamoto's arrest of a man for the murder of Kaori Shota, raising doubts about the official narrative. Samantha grows increasingly concerned for Polina, who has mysteriously disappeared, prompting her to seek Sato's help in unraveling the mystery, further straining their fragile relationship. Tozawa, grappling with deteriorating health, attends a function for his 52nd birthday after receiving medical treatment. However, his condition worsens, leading to a collapse during the evening. Meanwhile, Jake's encounter with Masaki at a trendy nightclub takes a dramatic turn when Tozawa's men abruptly intervene and whisk her away. At police headquarters, Katagiri manipulates Miyamoto into breaking into the evidence room, only for Miyamoto to realize that he has been set up when he finds the room empty, save for a surveillance camera. Sato uncovers Polina's predicament, revealing the grim reality of their world. Samantha turns to Jake for help in locating Polina. Miyamoto confronts Katagiri after discovering the incriminating surveillance footage linking him to Tozawa. Katagiri proposes a plan to deceive Tozawa by feeding him false information, leveraging Miyamoto's compromised position. Meanwhile, Jake's investigation leads him to Yoshino, a club under Tozawa's control. Miyamoto informs Tozawa that Katagiri's claims are baseless, lacking evidence, and suggests that Katagiri is actually shielding Ishida. Later, Miyamoto relays intel to Katagiri about a drug shipment arriving at a port warehouse, proposing they arrest Tozawa there. Meanwhile, Jake is ambushed in his apartment by two of Tozawa's henchmen and cautioned to back off. Samantha seeks financial assistance from Ishida's moneylenders to establish her own club, securing their approval. Sato assumes command of the operation and confides in Samantha, but as he departs, he gets viciously attacked. Katagiri, waiting for Miyamoto at the designated port site, eventually enters the warehouse upon realizing Miyamoto's unresponsiveness. There, he encounters Tozawa, who threatens Katagiri's family and claims to have dealt with Miyamoto. The following morning, Jake discovers a videotape outside his residence depicting Polina's fatal assault on a boat after rebuffing advances from the Vice Minister of National Affairs, orchestrated by a member of the Tozawa clan. He brings the evidence to Katagiri, who is alone as his family has departed town.